Hello again. Day 59 of my 60 days and 60 videos series. Today we're gonna run my buddy build. You'll see what I mean. I mean, obviously it's a prismatic buddy build. It's just trying to spawn as many friends and companions as we can. You know, I saw a different content creator talk about this, and I really wish that they would. I think it would be really cool to, when rerunning old dungeons like this, I think it's cool to hear Osiris talk, right? But I would love to hear Shax make fun of me or something, very Crucible quotes, or things similar to what he says in the Crucible in just the dungeon encounters, right? He's like, damn, your damage is weak there, Guardian, or something like that. I think it would be funny. It would be entertaining. So yeah, this build's pretty obvious. I just have a hand cannon. I got the call. The call has hatchling on it. I've got the buddy gun, the finalities auger. I've got Hellion on my Phoenix stash, and then I've got getaway artists to consume my grenade and create an arc buddy. We'll see how this goes. I'm not sure if I can even do this. But why not, you know? Why not attempt? Why not try? Worst comes to worst, we cancel this and we just go to Explorer or whatever. I haven't tried the Explorer. I don't think I'm that bad of a gamer that I can't do this. But I will admit, oh yeah, and we have Stasis Buddy. I will admit to one thing though, I forget most of these arc things, right? I forget this entire arc puzzle. Is it start down here? Yep. Oh, pummel enemy. Oh my god. Why did I take damage? And why did it tell me danger, keep moving? I'm gonna have to get a new arctrician. But let's start yapping while I play some game. I wish I knew where either one of the guys are. Yeah, there we go. Something else I wanted to talk about today is, I don't know, I know it was last week or whatever. I don't know how many people played the... This is a starting point, I'm pretty sure. Played the Arc... Or how many people played the Arc Raiders playtest, and how many people played the Marathon playtest, and how many people actually managed to get into both of them and would like to talk? You know what I'm saying? The only reason I really ask is because, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. I think Marathon is struggling. I think it's gonna struggle. I just don't think Marathon is as fleshed out. So, for context, I didn't get into the Marathon playtest. I tried. But I did get into the Arc Raiders playtest. Me and my entire squad got into the Arc Raiders playtest. And man, oh man, was that fun, bro. Oh my god. Right. The Arc Raiders playtest was so fun, dude. It was so fun. I forget where this goes. If it baits you, right? It baits you down and then baits you back up. No. Yes. Yes. Right, yeah. But yeah, the ARPGs playtest was so fun. And I just feel like... No. The marathon playtest was not, right? Like, I feel like I got the general vibe from, like, everyone who played it that, like, marathon isn't... No. Cooking. Like, it's not doing that good. And I feel like that's really unfortunate because I feel like Bungie's putting a lot of eggs in the basket. No. For marathon to succeed, and I just don't think it's going to, if that makes sense. I really hope I don't die here. No. So close to the end. There's still like so many ads spawning and so many colossi shooting at me or whatever. But yeah, I just don't think Marathon's cooking. Like, I tried to watch like so much gameplay and try and absorb as much information as I could on it, and like... No. Does he die? Oh man. Do I cut that out? Nah. Let's just go with it, man. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. It sucks so much. God, I feel so bad. But yeah, I don't know, man. I really want Marathon to succeed, not because I think I was gonna play it. As soon as they announced that it was like a hero shooter, and don't try and argue that it's not a hero shooter, it's a hero shooter, but as soon as they announced that, I was like, yep, that's what kills it for me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about y'all, but that right there, hero shooter, that kills it for me. I don't feel like playing Apex. Apex 2.0 is basically what I would refer to that as. Like, that's just Apex, bro. Yeah, and like I never liked Apex because Apex killed... It's so funny now that two hero shooters are potentially responsible for the death of some of my favorite games, right? Apex killed Titanfall, and Titanfall deserved to live, and Apex deserves to die. And Marathon, I think, is not gonna do well, and I think that they should have just doubled down on Destiny and went for like Destiny 3 or something. That turret might just kill, honestly. I love this gun, man. So nice. Easy. What are you talking about? Easy. Totally no struggle whatsoever. But yeah, Marathon is just like, I don't know, man. Not doing well. I don't have any hope for it. And so long as it remains a fucking hero shooter. And I feel like that's just the big kill factor for me, is just... I don't want to play as a girl named Glitch, right? I want to play as my own Glitch, my own version of Glitch that I customize. Like, I've customized my Guardian, right? Like, I'm playing as the Guardian, but it's my Guardian, right? And that's my issue with, like, Glitch, right? I don't want to play as a girl named Glitch. I just don't want to play as a girl named Glitch. I want to play as my Glitch, you know? I want to play as my own character, my own customization. And that's just not what they want to do. And I'm just like, all right, dude, whatever. But like Arc Raiders, I can play as my own Arc Raider, right? You have full customization in Arc Raider. Not necessarily full customization, I guess, but it was decent customization. Still felt more unique than what we have in what we have in Marathon. Oh god. Oh god, we're dead. Just warlock things. And I just feel like I'm worried, you know, I'm worried that if Marathon doesn't do well, like what's gonna happen? Right, like clearly we have Edge of Fate with that. That's what this entire countdown series is about, right? The countdown to Edge of Fate. Like we're still gonna have Edge of Fate, but it's just like how, and like I guess Renegades. It's just like, but like how successful is Bungie gonna be if Marathon doesn't do well? You know what I'm saying? Are these guys like knocking me down, bro? I'm dead. I'm dead again, aren't I? Alright! But yeah, it's just like, how successful is Bungie gonna be, if Marathon, like, completely flops, right? Like, what's gonna happen? Which I clear a little bit. Okay. You son of a bitch! Damn it. This yapping session is turning into me raging at a jumping puzzle. It's fine. We post regardless. We still do it, even if it's an embarrassment to my ability as a jumping puzzle player. I just don't know how the Bungie is gonna pull it off, right? Especially, I think Bungie really messed up with the amount of codes that they gave out. They were like really stingy with codes. Like, I don't know if y'all checked the Steam charts for the alpha that they just did. They only gave out like 6,000 codes. That's not a lot. Even if they potentially gave out more, it never peaked past 6,000, right? So like, that number might not be entirely accurate, what I'm saying, right? Like how many codes they gave out. They might have given out more than 6,000 codes, but they definitely never had more than 6,000 players on the game at one time. And that's a bad sign, right? That's a really bad sign, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, Arc Raiders peaked at like 100K or something, like crazy peakage on Arc Raiders. And like a lot of people are like, why are we comparing video games? Like, I hate that argument, right? Like when people are like, stop comparing video games, yada yada yada. And it's like, what do you mean stop comparing video games? Arc Raiders is a game that also is a extraction shooter that is releasing around a similar time frame to Marathon, you know what I mean? Like they're totally valid comparisons, right? I think I'm missing one. I'm gonna try and shoot this one, but I think I'm missing one. I am. It's really weird having to conserve ammo in this fight, because like I want to just fucking kill him, but I know like if I waste too much heavy ammo, there's a boss at the end of this, or like a mini boss of a sort. Where is this? Oh, it is down there. People that just don't like people that don't like comparing games and stuff are usually like some kind of like, in my opinion, a shill, right? Like you're a shill for a game. If you're like, stop comparing video games, yada yada yada, like you're clearly a shill for one of the games. And most of the time, your game is also losing in the comparison, right? Like that's usually how it goes. It usually goes, stop comparing video games because I'm a shill for Bungie, and Also, Bungie is losing in this conversation. I'm gonna get like halfway through this and then I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be so sad. It's hard, man. It's really hard to like, to genuinely like keep yapping for so long and try and yap about something interesting, you know what I mean? Just because I have some extra heavy ammo right there. Might as well. There's also some more extra heavy ammo right there, so I might as well probably fire another shot here in a minute. You gotta like go over here to get this one right. Oh my... You're joking. You're joking, bro. I shot the goblin. It was like one of those like zealous goblins or whatever. And he booped me off the edge, bro. That's crazy. I'm definitely not getting gold on this, bro. What are we talking about? Whatever, we're here for the yaps. We're not here for the win. A lot of people are mad that it's still Spire, and Bungie really isn't talking about it. Like, they're not acknowledging, like, why is it still Spire? Because Bungie kind of baited us, and they were like, it's gonna be a different dungeon every week. And like, that's not true. Clearly it's not true. Ow. That would have sucked. You know how bad that would have sucked if I died to the electricity right there? That shit would have sucked. But yeah, like, Bungie is just like not acknowledging that like they baited us. They were like totally like, yeah, you're gonna have a different dungeon every week. Well, that's not true because we're still doing Spire. And yeah, people are rightfully mad. I'm gonna be honest, rightfully so. I mean, I think everyone has a reason to be mad and be upset. Oh god. Oh dear lord. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Oh shit. Yo, can y'all chill out for like a minute? Specifically your bitch ass? You, sir? Can y'all chill the fuck out? Oh my god, there's two of you. That's why. Let's relax, gentlemen. Sit your bitch ass down. Excuse me. Oh yeah, the fucking call doesn't pierce because... Let's stop that immediately. How have I not died? Let's be real here for a second. Alright, thank god, you're dead. My ammo fell off the edge of the map there. Okay. Calm down. Calm down, stop panicking. You're okay. Okay, go back to panicking. It's just so hard to stand on that platform and shoot him. Why are you all the way down there? Excuse me. You can't just leave. Fucking silly ass dungeon, bro. Silly. Let's talk about the build a little bit, you know? Because I think this is one of my more fun / interesting builds, at least. I think this build's quite good, honestly, for high stakes gameplay. I use this for like GMs and stuff. It's just like a very good GM build and like a very good high stakes build. Because there's just so many, I guess the nicest way to say this for the build's sake, or for my sake, is there's so many things helping you. Like everything's frozen because of the stasis buddy, everything's jolted, everything's dead, right? Everything's basically dead. And you don't really have to do too much with this build. Like, you just kind of let it happen. Because there's, like, so many buddies helping you. including the gun. And I mean, with this combo, like, if you don't understand this combo, you're missing out. Song of Flame applies Scorch on every hit of any solar weapon that you're holding while you have it. So the turret, every single barrage that the turret is doing is applying, like, I don't know, 40-something Scorch? I'm not good at the mathematics of it, and I forget how many bullets the barrage shoots. But yeah, every single bullet is applying Scorch. So with Song of Flame, you just put down the sentry turret and then you just throw grenades and melee, and it's actually good damage. Like pretty good damage. Solid damage for an ability spam. Like, oh my Lord, have mercy. That's not good. You know, that's not good. I really miss Outriders and Anthem, man. And I feel like a lot of people probably, like, roughly talked about this, but, like, I don't care. I want to talk about it some more. Outriders and Anthem had some of the, like, best ideas. It was just shit execution, you know what I mean? And it's just, like, really unfortunate that, like, Destiny just kind of, like, stomps both of them into the ground, and to the point where they just don't exist anymore. I really love, like, Anthem's class system and, like, the general movement and feel of the game. The thing that they struggled with was, like, actual loot and actual content, where I think Outriders kind of did the opposite, where, like, the loot was decent and, like, the content was kind of okay. It wasn't like shit. It was just, like, not good. Especially because they started off with time gating events. Like, they only rewarded the best players, the ones that were, like, speedrunners, and, like, the normal players basically were like, yo, I can't speedrun, and, like, I don't feel like running a speedrun level build. I feel like playing the game, you know, my way and the way that I think is enjoyable. And the devs are like, oh shit, we didn't really think about that. Can you tell how most of my builds are set up to be, like, the support, you know? I'm, like, always my group's support. And it truly is unfortunate when I have to, like, solo content. Unfortunately for me, my boys do not want to be involved with content. They specifically have, like, asked me to, like, leave them out of videos and stuff. I don't even think they watch my content, which is really unfortunate for me, you know? But yeah, my boys have, like, asked me to leave them out of content, so, like, I can't even, like, ask them to, like, come with me and, like, do stuff so that I can record content. Yeah, they just don't want to be involved. So I respect my boys' wishes, right? And, like, you know, I'm gonna respect their wishes. I'm not gonna record them when they're, like, unaware. But it's really unfortunate for me because, like, I've always been the support, and soloing content's always really rough for me. No other stuff I really wanted to talk about. I guess it's, like, more relevant now than it will be in, like, a future video, is, like, Path of Exile, man. Path of Exile is going through some shit, you know? And it's not like... There's only, like, 3 ARPGs, I think. There's Last Epoch, fucking Path of Exile, Diablo, and fucking... yeah, that's it. Path of Exile, Diablo, Last Epoch. And I feel like none of them are doing particularly great right now, you know what I'm saying? So not too long ago, Bungie did the reveal, obviously, and along with the Edge of Fate reveal, they revealed Renegades. And Renegades, from everyone's complaining because from what Bungie said, it's going to be a Destiny expansion based off of Star Wars. Now, a lot of people are misreading this and misunderstanding it and thinking that it's going to be like accepting quests from Chewbacca, right? Like, that's not what we're doing. Heavy! That's not off the map! Oh my god, 46 rounds, bro. But, like, yeah, people are like, are we gonna be accepting quests from Chewbacca? Like, no, motherfucker, that's not what's happening. If you go on the website and you read, they talk about how it's going to be just heavily inspired around Star Wars, right? Like, the environment and the universe and like what the story kind of sounds like. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna, like, you're gonna play the story and you're gonna be like, oh, I could see how this would be like something that Han Solo would be doing, you know? But it's still a Destiny story, is what a lot of people are not understanding properly. Is like, it's still a Destiny story, dude. And specifically on the website, it talks about how the story is going to be centralized around the Dredgens, which is honestly some of the most interesting story we get, right? Besides, like, the Hive, which for some reason Bungie always pops off with the Hive. Yeah, like, besides the Hive, the only thing that, like, Bungie ever really pops off about are the Dredgens, right? Like, at least lore-wise, the lore of the Dredgens is, like, easily some of the most interesting lore that we have. The lore of Thorn and Lumina, the lore of Malfeasance, I think, is a Dredgen weapon. Fuck it, right? Fuck it. Let's pull out this old boy. Brand new, fresh off the pre-order, you know what I mean? Right? I guess, right? This is pretty doable. It is a precision boss too. I just gotta, you know, hit some fucking shots. This is not my preferred weapon. I just gotta get the feel for it, right? I was never a big No Land Beyond. I guess we can transition into this discussion. I was never a big No Land Beyond fan. I'm gonna do something really quick though, just to make my life easier. Yeah, I was never a huge No Land Beyond fan in Destiny 1. The New Land is like, okay. I mean, it's cool. It's definitely transitioned from what it was. I'm not hitting anything. There we go. 3 stacks. That wasn't a crit. Yeah, I'm also so, like, I'm sorry to all the, like, I was a D1 player and a big D1 fan, but I wasn't like I was a little kid and I wasn't like a super fan or a mega fan, I would say, of D1. But D2 really kicked it off for me. And I'm so sick of the D1 exotics, right? And most people would be like, well, if you weren't a huge D1 fan, why are you sick of them? Well, because most of them are boring. Like, this is a really boring gun, in my opinion. Alright, this is just not a hugely interesting weapon. Like, in D1 especially, it was, whoa, Jesus, so boring. The entire concept of the exotic was a primary ammo sniper rifle with iron sights. Wow, it was a PvP gun, which is why the PvP guys love it, but in D2, it's like, alright, so now it's an iron sight sniper rifle that gains, like, infinitely stacking damage, I guess, based on like, headshots. Like, that's it? That's really boring. You know, that's like a really boring concept to me. Especially in comparison to, like, I don't know, there's guns with cooler concepts, but terrible executions. Like, I'm always going to be a huge fan of Borealis. Specifically Borealis. Not all of the what do you call those guns? I don't know, the element swapper guns, right? Like, not all three of them. The grenade launcher, the auto rifle, and the sniper, right? Like, not all three of them are interesting, just Borealis. But Borealis, the idea of an elemental swapping sniper rifle that at the current moment doesn't do anything interesting, but that's like my issue. My issue with it is, like, it would be really cool if it was like an elemental sniper that, like, the solar shots scorch, and then the void shots weaken, and then the arc shots, I don't know, bolt charge or jolt, right? But that's not what we got, right? Like, Borealis is a very boring weapon. It's just a really cool concept. And there's tons of examples of that in the game. I mean, amazing concepts with just shitty executions. I could definitely see this becoming someone's favorite gun, though. Even if they didn't like it in D1, right? Like, even if someone didn't like this in D1, I could see this becoming someone's new favorite gun in D2. It's definitely got an addicting loop for the, it's a boring loop, but it's addicting for those who would enjoy this kind of thing. It's just not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't me. I like crazy guns, I like explosive guns, I like guns that do crazy things, like spawning a billion threadlings, like the Euphony. But, like, yeah, I can see how that's addicting, right? Especially with this iron sight sniper rifle. And is the barrel getting hotter? Yeah. I think the barrel gets hotter or whatever, which is cool. That's cool. Visual flair for it. If you enjoyed the video and the yapping, I'd appreciate it if you leave a like, follow, a subscription. If you would like to continue on this journey for 60-day countdown, 60 videos. And yeah, I've been the Loot Doctor. I am the Loot Doctor. And I want you to remember that today's prescription is good RNG.